Water. Water has always been the arch nemesis of railroads. Well, here we are today. Catskill Mountain Railroad, Ulster and Delaware. We are just past milepost 8.3, 8.4. Down yonder is where Catskill Mountain Railroad and Ulster County have a lease agreement to run to from Kingston. Heading east towards Kingston. This is Route 28A. This is where they paved over the rails almost 10 years ago now. They being Ulster County, to block the railroad from going across 28A. But that's an easy fix. This is the old overpass, what's left of it, where 28A used to go over top. We've got a picture of that we'll post here. Anyway, there's old Beekman down there. We're gonna head west. We got about a 1.6 mile little trek. Let's go. That's the old Madden house, what's left of it. She has seen much better days. I believe I documented this in one of my previous videos. It appears as if it's come down a little bit further. Not too bad. But, as you can see, it sits right on the rails. We just came from there. We're heading this way. So what are we doing here today? This section here, this last of the what they call undesignated. And when I refer to they, I refer to Ulster County, the government of Ulster County, New York, here in the Catskills. So they have, Beekman, stay there, don't get stolen. They have not designated this part of the corridor. They had certain engineering firms, stone being the most prevalent, that came out, and because of some high fill sections and some rock cuts, they just didn't quite know what to do with this section, what to call it, what to ultimately choose, whether rail or trail or rail with trail. So they left it undesignated. They kicked the can down the road a bit, and that was back in the 2013, 14, 15, 16 era, when they chose to tear up the 11.1 miles along the Ashokan. Now here we are in 2025, 10 years later, and it's still undesignated. It has recently popped up, controversially. Rail folks and trail folks have been squabbling over what to do with this, and looks like we're nearing decision time. So let's walk in a little ways, and we'll pull back and we'll get in Beekman and drive around to another section, and we'll go from there in. Okay, back that way is the Madden house and Beekman and 28A, going east towards Kingston. We just walked on up here, and right about here you can see that stone wall. This is where there was originally a turnout. Went to a spur that went over across Route 28, current modern Route 28. You can see there was an embankment wall there, and it went over to the stone quarry, which is Onteora Lake. Tower base right there. And it skirted right out that way It hugged the side of a hill before it crossed 28. And basically, this is straight ahead now. Here we have a big high fill section coming up, which is indicative of one of the spots where the trail folks and the engineering companies are saying, nope, not enough room. Probably down there and probably down there are designated New York State wetlands, and you know the deal with that. No, can't touch, can't touch. So this is one of the first, going west, one of the first problem spots, problem child. This is Bucenec Road overpass here. West, east. Bucenec Road. Let's get up there. See those 2 feet? You gotta get up there. Spoils of man. Go figure. Made it. Not quite snake time yet, I hope. But there's something right down here going west, and I want to document. Oh, the graffiti gods have gotten to it. Milepost 9. Maybe the other side looks nicer. Why they gotta do that? E-H-H-H-H. Kingston, 9 miles. I've got a photograph I'll post of an eastbound right about at this section. Let's go back this way over top of Bucenec Road, and I want to try to find where the old original alignment of the Ulster and Delaware went off through and into the Esopus Valley, which is now the Ashokan Reservoir. Let's go see if we can find that. Nice firewood operation here. So today is March 20th, actually. Almost the first day of spring. That'd be tomorrow, 2025. And this is one of the aforementioned rock cuts that the engineers are saying is too narrow to accommodate a rail and a trail together side by side. Yes, so that's original alignment going west. That is original UND, and that is existing Catskill Mountain Railroad. Branched off right down here. That's the original alignment that went on through the Esopus Valley, which of course is now the reservoir. Original alignment, original grade right there. So let's go up here to the spot of old and new. We're almost there. Right here. Right here. That's back toward Madden House, going east where we just were. And original alignment went there. Current goes there. That was originally to the reservoir. Let's go find right down there on Bucenec Road There's one set of original stone abutments left. Oh. Well, little garter. The garters usually come out first. I bite my words. I said the snakes weren't out yet. I'll take that little guy any day over a big one. So way down there are the original stone abutments of the original alignment. We were just back there. So that's original Ulster and Delaware alignment. This side abutment is long gone, but oh looky, this one's still here. Beautiful, beautiful example. I'd like to have that one. Right there, and right there, those two notch cutouts. Those were for under bracing that went up to the originally wood, and probably only wood. I don't think they ever replaced this with iron. I think it was long gone before they would have had a chance to replace it with iron. Original Ulster and Delaware, Beesmer Road. Now the rock cut, that is going east toward Kingston. We're here, the intersection of 28 and Basin Road. Catskill Mountain Railroad is proposing a western terminal here at approximately milepost 99, which is right in this area right here, from the rock cut down. And they'd like to connect with the Ashokan Rail Trail right here at Basin Road. This way, they figure, very sensibly, it will benefit the railroad. It will benefit the Ashokan Rail Trail. Flat cars can be adapted with bike racks. Can take folks, riders, bicyclists, and just sightseers alike all the way out here. Proposing a terminal right here with information kiosks, bathrooms. It'll be a terminus of sorts for everybody. Walkers, bikers, hikers, tourists, rail folks, rail fans, just the general public. And it's proposed to go on out even further past the 11.1 miles of the Ashokan Trail to connect at Boyceville and have the rail explorers who currently operate out of Phoenicia connect with the rail trail at Boyceville, thereby encompassing the rail bike operation, the Catskill Mountain Railroad operation, and the Ashokan Rail Trail. And back east in the Kingston area, it'll connect in the Westbrook Plaza with the Kingston Linear Park, which is basically the Ulster and Delaware trackage through the city of Kingston on down into the down to the Strand, down on the terminus of the Rondout and the Hudson River, where you have the Hudson River Maritime Museum and you have the Trolley Museum. Trolleys run all the way out to Kingston Point, which is milepost 0. That way is Oneonta, milepost, I believe 106.9. I think we've always called it 107. 107-mile run. Let's go out to the bridge and see what we got. This bridge has been hit many times over the years by box trucks and box trailers alike. Matter of fact, I have a short little video titled "Oops" of an incident just like that. Well, we're on the bridge now, crossing Basin Road, and here is the infamous ART, Ashokan Rail Trail. Just past that curve and slightly up a little ways on the straightaway was the site of the West Hurley station. Ashokan, Woodstock, it had several names. I actually had two stations there too at one point. The foundation of the last one that was there was a brick and masonry building. The foundation and ruins are still there. Sure would be nice to run a train over this bridge, take it all the way to the confluence of that station and rebuild a station there, but alas, I get ahead of myself. Right there will be the future. So tonight, March 20th, 2025, it's a Thursday. Tonight at 5 p.m. at the Ulster County Legislature building, 6th floor, is perhaps the final meeting of the Ulster and Delaware Corridor Committee, and several members of the legislature, as well as rail folks show up and trail folks show up, and they could be indeed voting to bring forth to the legislature their proposal for this undesignated 1.6 mile section of the UND. And we all kind of have lumps in our stomach thinking they're going to shoot for trail only. The railroad is indeed shooting for rail with trail. Figure it out, guys. Somehow the rails are fixed. A trail can be variable. I don't see why there's not enough room on either one of these sides to construct a very nice trail. This is a tourist line. This is not a high-speed Amtrak. This is a 10-mile-per-hour limit on this line. Plenty of warning bells and whistles and horns would alert bikers, hikers of the oncoming train, not to mention the sound of the engine itself. So I would heed to say a little bit of common sense, but a lot of common sense needs to be applied here. These are historic rails. And once they're gone forever. Huh. Falling debris. Yeah, falling debris. Could happen. This is all rippable shale. Peelable, rippable, poppable. You guys know what I mean. It's not solid granite. It can be done. Could be widened. And oh, by the way, when you widen it, you have stone debris. That stone debris now becomes fill, free fill. No need to go buy stone. You got it right here. Well, we're walking back east toward that milepost 9 that I posted a moment ago. This is the infamous rock cut. I do believe I may have a picture of a possibly a Penn Central going through this rock cut. Yep. A lot of trees need to come down, make way, whether the rails stay and the train runs here, or they get a trail, or nothing, or both. Well, until such time as I get back to you, good to be back out here. I've had a bit of a hiatus. My editor-in-chief became a super mega famous hockey team manager. She's been traveling the world. She's coming home real soon here, and we'll pop out some more videos to you as soon as she's at the desk with me. How's that? All right, until then, check out that rock cut. It'd be a nice place to just sit up there and wave at folks, wouldn't it? As of this posting of the video, the politicians are still politicking. The trails are still trailing. And the rails are still rusting and waiting. Waiting for the next train. Thanks, folks. This video is dedicated to all the folks, friends, families, farms, and businesses that were uprooted along the Esopus Valley for the construction of the Ashokan Reservoir to provide fresh drinking water to New York City. We honor Olive Branch, Brown's Station, Broadhead's Bridge, Shokin, and Boyceville.